Hey y'all, this is your video for word study and grammar. So you should have this packet. Okay, it looks like this. So if you're listening to this video, you're at this step. Okay, it says watch the video first. I'm going to do the video for grammar, and where it says watch the video first, that's also going to be for word study. I'll just click over on my slides. So for grammar, you have the blue punctuating dialogue. Okay. And then you have green complex sentences, all of which are review. All right, I'm going to do a couple of them on each page with you as an example or for you, and then you'll go ahead and finish the sheet. And then I'll also, on the slide, I will switch over to the word study, like list of words to spell, okay, the changing rule, just like we've been doing all week. So you'll just need to come to this video and pause it on the screen that has the words. Okay, the words aren't going to be anywhere else in the room. Just come back to this video and pause the screen after you do grammar, okay? Okay, here we go. So let's look at the blue one first. Let's read the directions. That's important. Read the notes and reminders about punctuating dialogue. Complete the practice sentences by adding quotation marks, exclamation marks, question marks, commas, and periods. Finally, write your own sentences using dialogue. Whoops. All right, here's your notes and reminders. I think you can read through that, but I guess I'll just read it. Dialogue includes all the words spoken out loud between people or characters. Quotation marks go outside of all spoken words and the punctuation marks for the phrase. Exclamation marks and question marks stay, but dialogue periods turn into commas when they are in the middle of a sentence. The first word of a sentence and the first word of a dialogue get capital letters. And here are some correct examples. Okay, different ways. Remember, there's lots of ways to use quotation marks. Okay, here we go. It says add the correct punctuation marks to each sentence. Like there's lots of punctuation we might have to add. So this says, the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl, screamed Travis. That's funny. That's even true, and we printed this a while ago. Okay, so Travis is the one saying this. So screamed Travis. So everything he's saying. The Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. He's excited, so I'm going to get an exclamation point. My quotation marks go outside the punctuation. Screamed Travis. The sentence ends with a period. Okay, I'll do number 2 with you. Carla asked, comma, how much does this sweater cost? So here's what Carla says. She's asking a question. And then we're closing the quotation marks. Okay, that's all you're doing. Go ahead and finish 3 through 12. And then it looks like on the back, you've got 3 multiple choice questions. Okay, select the sentence that is punctuated correctly. Look closely. A, B, or C. And then down here it says complete the conversation by adding dialogue sentences. So it starts with, wow, what a weekend, exclaimed Josie. Really? Tell me about it, said Lucas. Now go ahead and give a conversation between Josie and Lucas. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, explaining the weekend. All right, that's blue. Now, when you finish that, you go, ooh, check, did my blue. Now I'm doing green. Here we go, complex sentences. Here's your awubis words. They're not in the order that we say them, like awubis, but they're the same words. Complex sentences are made up of one independent clause, can stand alone as a sentence, and 2 or more dependent clauses, cannot be sentences. So here we go. When the store opens, comma, I will go to buy milk. Dependent clause first. Or independent clause first, no comma, see? I will go to buy milk when the store opens. Here's the subordinating conjunction. It's when. Here's the directions. Circle the dependent clause, underline the independent clause, highlight the subordinating conjunction, then rearrange the clauses. Write the dependent clause at the end of the sentence. All right. That means you're switching it. So here's your first example. When I went to the park, circle the dependent clause, underline the independent. I brought my ball. highlight the subordinating conjunction. It's highlighted. I know this is a green paper, so just use whatever color. So then he switched them. I brought my ball when I went to the park. No comma because I put the independent clause first. So here we go. While we were on the bus, it started to rain. So I'm circling my dependent clause, underlining my independent clause, and then I'm highlighting. Hold on. There we go. Highlighting my awubis word. And then I'm changing the order. Capital, it started to rain while we were on the bus. Period. No comma. There's a comma here, but not here because we swapped the order. All right, go ahead and do 3 through 7. And nothing on the back. So not too bad. Okay, so you only have to do 3 through 7. Dialogue might take you the longest. All right, when you're finished with that, you'll check off green. Now, word study. Look at my video right now. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the words. You should be opening your RLA spiral, going to that same list we've been using all week. Subtitle is Wednesday, changing rule, number 1 through 9. Here are your words. I'll make the screen a little bigger so you can pause it and see. Okay. Wednesday, changing rule, number 1 through 9. Spell each word using the rules. All right, so here's the rules for changing rule. The base word ends in a consonant before the final Y, and the suffix added does not begin with the letter I. Then you've got your examples. Okay. So you have play plus ed. The base word ends in a consonant before the final Y. A is a vowel. That's not a consonant. So I do not drop the Y and change it to I. So it already doesn't follow this first rule. So it is P-L-A-Y-E-D. Do not change the Y to an I. All right, now go ahead and do the rest of the words. Looking at the examples, looking at the rules. Okay? All right, after that, you can pause it there. After that, you're going to go ahead and go to independent reading time. You will set a timer for 30 minutes for yourself using Google. Okay, just go to Google, type in 30-minute timer. It does not need to have sound. It does not need to be loud, nothing. Just a 30-minute plain old boring timer. Okay, let me show you. 30-minute timer. Right there, plain boring timer. You start the timer for yourself on your computer. Okay. Read a book at your seat. You're not moving around. If your computer is not charged, sorry, just read at your seat. You can look at the clock and figure out 30 minutes. Amira today is Cooper, Novak, Tucker, Giselle, Catherine. If any of these people are absent, then they'll just make up their time. You'll make up their time the next day. Okay. If you were absent on Monday or Tuesday and you need to make up time, then you can also read today. All right, at 10:30, I'll have guidance. This is your who lesson, the thing that you had to get your parents signed. This says when you get back, you can work on your project for a little bit just using your computer. Do not get the folders. Okay, in fact, I think I took the folders away so you couldn't get them. So if there's something you could just do, like real quick for a few minutes on your computer before you switch, you can do that. You might not even have time, which is fine. It doesn't matter. I will make up for the missed time from guidance. Okay, I promise. All right, please clean up everything and pack up. The headphones should be cleaned up. Please put them in the cabinet. The cords shouldn't be hanging out. I'm going to be back at 12 o'clock, so please leave the room clean, okay, for the next class, including the headphones. Okay, turn this whole packet into the sub when you're finished. See you at dismissal.